Number 1 was 11 feet, 8 inches. 2 feet, 9 inches. You just line it up and let's do some addition. So that's 17 inches, 13 feet. Oh, thank you, Caleb. Now, we know how many inches are in a foot?
12.
12. So we can't leave 17 more. So I'm going to subtract 12, but I'm not just totally getting rid of it because I'm making that adding a foot. So now I have 14 feet, 15 inches. Oh, 5. Guys, thank you.
I was like, dang, I got that wrong.
Nope, Mrs. Belden got it wrong.
That's a first.
All right, no, it's not a first, and it definitely won't be the last either. All right, the second one. You had to find a pattern to it, right? So from 5 to 10, it was times 2. That was pretty easy.
Yep.
From 10 to 30,
Times
it's
3.
But then how do I get from 30 to 20?
Times 2.
Okay, so our pattern is back and forth, right?
Yep.
So 6 times 3 was 180, so 180 times 2,
512.
360. You're looking at the next page.
Yeah.
All right, the next one you work, when you have anything tiered like this, you work bottom up. And these blocks, when they're on top of 2 blocks, that you try to decide, what did I do to these 2 blocks to get that?
Times 2.
So it's 8 times 2,
Yep.
because you multiply these 2 numbers. Then 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 16 times 4 is 64. 4 times 2 is 8. So I had to take 64 times 8 and roughly get 512. John's weight loss for each week of the month is 4 pounds, 3.5 pounds, and 2 pounds. He gained 4.5 pounds the last week. If John originally weighed 153 pounds, how much does he weigh now? There's a couple ways you can solve this.
Dang it.
Okay? And you'll come out with the same answer. I'm going to just start by taking all that I lost, or John. I wish I lost weight, but no, it's John. 4 pounds, 3.5 pounds, and 2 pounds. So I'm going to add that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 4. So I'm going to add 4 pounds plus 3.5 pounds plus 2 pounds plus 4.5 pounds. Bless you. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Leave the 0, carry the 1. Add a decimal. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. Oh, wait. Whoa. Here, see, there you are doing something wrong again. He didn't.
Add that.
No, watch. I am going to add these 3 because these are the 3 that I lost. Let me start over. See, I am just showing you guys it's okay to make mistakes. You just catch yourself and fix it.
Yeah, sure.
So I lost 4 pounds,
3.5.
3.5,
And 2.
2. Okay, I'm going to add that. So I have 7, 8, 9. So I lost 9.5. If I gained 4.5 back, I'm going to no, I'm going to subtract it because this is a different way of thinking about it. So I'm going to show you another way too. Just calm down with me. So now what this 5 pounds is saying is that he lost 5 pounds, and that's all he lost. Okay. So then I go with my original weight. Could you please stop doing that with the water bottle? So I have 153 minus 5. Then I take that, take it 4. 13 minus 5 is 8. So he now weighs 148 pounds. Some of you probably did it this way. His starting weight was 153. I'm going to subtract the first week of 4 pounds. I'm at 148. I'm going to subtract the second week of 3.5 pounds, cause these are what I'm losing each week. Add a 0, 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 3 is 4, don't forget that decimal. Okay, so this is after week 1, week 2, week 3 he lost 2 pounds. And then the last week he gained it, so instead of subtracting it, now I'm going to add my 4.5. Wait. Yeah, I'm adding it because I gained it back. Okay, I did something wrong
Do you
here.
want us to write both, please?
No, you only have to come up with one, but I just noticed I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, I was like, how is that gonna be so
8.
Up top.
13 minus 4 is not 8,
No.
Isn't
it's
it
9.
9.
Yeah. Oh, I
So
thought
the
I was
9
wrong.
This becomes an
Oh,
8.
so it's good there.
8 minus 3 is
5.
5. 5 minus 2 is
3.
3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There we go.
And then we got the same answer.
Oh, you did it.
I think what I'm doing today is just seeing how many times can you guys catch me do something wrong.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think I've done one completely right so far. But the good thing is, seriously, this is not a joke. So I'm making all these mistakes. I've done it. I did it before I gave it to any class, and this is my third time I've done it today. This is the first time I've made all of these mistakes. But what does that show? It shows that we all do make mistakes, whether you know how to do it or not. And we just slow down and I stopped and thinking, I was stopping and I'm like, whoa, wait, that doesn't make sense, right? So that's what you have to do when you're doing math, all the time, no matter what, okay? Let's see if I can make this next one without a mistake. I don't know.
It's gonna be bad.
And at my rate right now, I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll give it a whirl.
We could probably just tell her something.
So I've got 2 and 3, yeah, if you tell me something just to get me off my game, times 3 and 3/7.
Convert
This is
them.
stuff we should know how to do, right?
Then you gotta
Make it in improper
yeah.
fractions. So 2
And-
times 8 is 16. Plus 3 makes 19. So I have 19 eighths.
Times.
Then I do times. Then 3 times 7 is 21 plus 3 makes
24.
24 sevenths. I'm going to reduce my 8 and my 24.
Oh my fans,
That becomes a 1. This becomes a 3.
Oh.
Then I do 19 times 3, which is 57, and then 1 times 7 is 7. But I don't want to leave it as an improper fraction. So I'm going to take 57 divided by 7. 7 goes into 57, 8. Because 8 times 7 is 56. 7 minus 1, 6 is 1. So it's 8 and 1, 7. Woo! I made it without a mistake. Alright. But see, I would hear people call it answers and they might be thinking something different, and it's okay. We all, like I say, we all make mistakes. That's why I never get upset with you guys making a mistake. We just learn from it, right?
Good job, Mrs. Bowden.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. So our next one, we have a picture. You can do it right in this box if you wanted to. What's our fraction here?
2/5.
2/5 times 1/4. I'm going to forget to reduce.
What?
I'm going to forget. So I'm going to do 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 4 is 20 because I know how to do that. But then at the end, I'm going to reduce by 2 to get 1/10.
What?
I hope you guys reduce the 2 and 4 first.
Yes. I got stuck on the 1 and then I forgot that you can skip them, so I didn't really get to that.
Number 7.
Oh well.
This is exactly like number 8 yesterday, except for the only difference is we have different numbers and there's a negative here. Let's say you don't know how to solve these equations, which is fine. You know how to copy it, You can do that. And you know how to draw a line through the equal sign going down.
Yep.
You can do that. The last thing that you can do is you can put a box around the X, cause you're saying, stop, don't move, you're in jail.
Yep.
Now, this might be where you get confused, which is okay, so you're gonna pick up from here.
Okay.
I want to get everything away from the X, so X is by itself.
Yes.
When I think of the equal sign, I'm thinking of it like a little toy that you guys would play out at recess as a teeter-totter, right? One person on one side, the other person on the other. To get the teeter-totter to work, you need somebody on both sides, right?
Yeah.
To get an equation to work, you need something on both sides.
Oh.
If I would move the 13, is there anything on this side now? No. So that's how I know I don't move the 13, or the negative 13. I move the 5 away from the X. To move it, I do the opposite.
My mask just broke on me.
Okay, can you go in my drawer on the left-hand side? Small drawer, there should be an extra one there. So to move the minus 5, I add 5 to both sides. Put my equal sign. The 5s cancel each other out, so I'm gonna put a squiggly line. Then I have a negative and a positive. If I have a negative and a positive, you should just subtract the two numbers. What's 13 minus 5? 8. And then you take the sign of the bigger number, which would be negative. Bring down what I put in a box. Said you're staying put. Now I'm gonna just put X in the box.
You stay put.
You stay in there. So if this was dividing by 6, what's the opposite? Multiply by 6. So if I do it to this side to cancel those out, I do it to this side. Equal sign. So now I have X over here, and 8 times 6 is
48.
48, but one is negative, one is positive, so it needs to be negative. Now do I have something on each side of the equal sign?
Yeah.
X is alone.
Yeah.
That is my answer. To check, put that little check mark. I'm going to put my negative 48 in for X, so I'm gonna rewrite the problem. X divided by 6 minus 5 equals a negative 13. So I'm gonna put, I think X is negative 48. So I put negative 48 divided by 6 minus 5 equals negative 13. 48 divided by 6 is 8. But it's negative, because a positive and a negative makes it negative, minus 5. A negative 8 and a negative 5 makes
Negative 38.
negative 13. So a negative 13 equals a negative 13. So I am correct. Okay, you can stop it.